With 11 games to go in this season, the LA Kings need to resist that temptation. They've only won twice since mid-February, and they have the fewest home wins in the NHL this season. The Winnipeg Jets hope they're playing deep into spring. They're trying to hang on to the top spot in the Central Division with 2 games in hand over the second-place Predators. In the zone for Winnipeg. Dumped in by the Kings to the side of the net, and Brossoit hands it off. He turned it over in the end. Winnipeg gives it up to Toffoli, shooting right to the breadbasket. Kings get it back. Kovalchuk hands it off, and it's Roy looking to the middle. Leipsic was on the back end, couldn't get a touch. Kovalchuk into the circle. Wrist shot off of Brossoit and knocked to the corner. Leipsic up in the air off the backside of Little and scooped up by Carter. He swings it ahead. Walker overskated the puck. Here come the Jets with Lowry into the zone. Lowry toe drag and a shot off the blocker of Campbell.
Trying to get ready for the playoffs where sometimes one goal is a big one, even though it might be one in a long time.
He's only 20. Roy fires all the way through. Rebound available to Foley with 2 cracks at it, but neither would go, and Martinez has to go back to center just in front of Grundstrom's stick, and then cleared off the inboards by Ehlers. The Jets can skate it out. Kevin Hayes on the give and go with Kyle Connor. A wraparound, save Campbell, rebound, score. Kevin Hayes in front of the goal, finished it off, and Winnipeg leads 1-0.
You can see 3 Kings in position, so numbers were not the issue. It's just a matter of Connor going behind to the front, big body already positioned there. And in all honesty, right there, you see the fortunate bounce. Roy, 81, gets a stick on it, and that just kind of changes the direction of where the puck was going.
Inches in. Up top, it's Trouba. The shot tipped wide. And Wheeler collects.
Their 4th best power play, so they have so many different options in this situation.
Wrist shot, save, Campbell, rebound, score. First one wouldn't go, the second one banked in. Kyle Connor, who had the wraparound to set up Kevin Hayes. On the first goal for Winnipeg, cashes in here.
So what Trouba does there, he wrists it through. He gets it down low. Once again, though, that coverage in front for the Kings, guy standing wide open in front. And 2 goals scored already.
Take it away upstairs.
I've got one word. Harpoon!
Harpoon? What's that mean?
That's a celly.
Oh, they score! Now that'll result in a celebration from Sean Walker.
Down low and then out high. Walker stops it. It's very difficult to one-time a puck when it's coming right at you like that. And there might be a deflection, yes. I think a Winnipeg Jets forward gets it out high. Right, the first guy coming out. I think there's the deflection. Top corner, Kings right back in this game.
Walker, having just scored the goal, connects with Grundstrom. They're onside. Grundstrom's wrist shot misses high. Kempe sprints after the puck. Into the circle. He cycles to McDermott, who shoots right on. Rebound available. Grundstrom at the front of the goal. Couldn't get enough on it. The Kings get to the puck at center. Martinez tried to swivel it across. It was off the skate of Kopp. Martinez again disrupted by Kopp. As he chips it into the circle, shot by Hendricks is held by Campbell.
Kopp tying up Martinez, feeding Hendricks at the left circle for a pretty good look.
Heater or a sweater? Or
the only thing I forgot tonight, the cowboy boots.
Oh, Scheifele gets through the contact. Myers waited too long. He gets it back. Myers backhanded shot saved by Campbell.
Myers is still going to get an opportunity here, but where does it come from? It comes from a bad or worse angle.
Martinez on the receiving end. Miscommunication. Ehlers nearly caused a turnover. Hayes did, and here's Connor to Ehlers. He missed the net, and it jumps out of play.
Doughty with a turnover. Pass across. Watch Jack. Once across. Look, he's there. He's square. Also being fronted by Martinez, so there was really no lane there, but a good job of the goaltender. That makes the shooter second guess himself.
Keeps the puck alive for the Kings on the big boy, Tyler Myers.
Tanev has lost his stick here, so short-handed.
And they score! It's Brown! Tage!
This one here, he's setting up on his offside. That's kind of a not necessarily the normal position for Dustin Brown, but that's exactly where he's going. And he gets there, and I mentioned, see, remember, Tanev did not have a stick. Who ends up being the closest player to Dustin Brown? Watch. As it comes across to Dustin, Tanev's coming across. He can't take away the shooting lane.
That record mark. Blocker from Brossoit, knocked out to the corner. Clifford found on the keep. Kopp sweeps it ahead. Back to Kopp on the return pass. Wrist shot saved by Campbell.
And play in all circumstances.
He's back to the power play. Brown scored on the last one.
Los Angeles penalties at number 14.
Doughty fakes. Brown shoots off of Brossoit. Half-speeder. Kovalchuk still unable to get a look. Kovalchuk behind the back. Martinez shoots all the way through. Brossoit down in his belly. Loose puck, and it's punched wide. Line out of the box. Here come the Jets. 2-on-1. Myers into the zone. He shoots and scores. Line was with him, and Myers picked the corner to give the Jets a 3-2 lead.
There are certain circumstances with the guy out of the box that you have to be ready, but you got to go for this loose puck. And the Kings are going for it, and then Myers comes out with it. The timing, Liney out of the box. Now watch this. The job of Martinez is to take away the passer, and take away that cross pass, I should say. Now, the one thing I've talked about Jack Campbell with, he says sometimes he gives that glove hand and he tries to take it away at the same time.
Rips it back in. Campbell slows it down. Doughty shovels it to Forbert. And Forbert has to get rid of it quickly. Turn it over to Myers. Myers backhander. Tapped on the goal. Great save by Campbell.
Because again, you know, do you go for it? Do you hold back? Do you wait to see what's going on? Do you dictate? By that record, it just tells me the Winnipeg Jets kind of know what they want to do in the close game.
Perreault with a shot. Campbell hangs on. Clippers have that great ovation for Dirk, Doc Rivers, stopping play, grabbing the PA's mic here at Staples Center and telling the crowd to get on their feet. That was a fun moment. Your Clips play. Playoff bound, maybe. Kulikov shooting, deflected right on Campbell. Gets his pad down in the butterfly to make the save. Face off in the Kings zone. Carter wins it back. Walker advances the puck off to Foley's stick, but not out. Hayes centers. Ehlers shot saved by Campbell. Came out to cut down the angle without a shot on goal for the Kings. Roy to Wagner. Wagner disrupted along the boards. Roy engages in the corner. The puck comes free. Here's Myers winding and firing. Gathered by Campbell up high. Forward. Releases the puck to Kopitar. Kopitar slices out wide. Centers the puck. Brown to Iafallo. Oh, his shot missed the net. By the Jets. Beaulieu skates it out. Rundstrom to the loose puck. And Rundstrom walks it in. Rundstrom shoots. Saved by Brossoit. That's the first of the period for the Kings. And it comes with 3:50 left in regulation. Martinez nearby. Leipzig hauled down. Martinez keeps the puck alive. Second effort by Hayes. He walks it out of the zone. Carter on the back check. Slowed Hayes down. Here's Connor moving in. Connor's shot hit a stick. Rebound pushed wide. Hayes off into the corner. Couldn't keep it. 5 seconds left. Leipzig holds the zone, but the Kings won't get another shot. And the Winnipeg Jets hang on for a 3-2 victory over the Kings at Staples Center.
So the Winnipeg Jets, that last attempt by the Kings with the goaltender pulled, the Kings never did get the puck to the middle of the ice.